The road to Election Day is winding, and the massive field of Democratic presidential candidates has to be narrowed down. So, how will that happen? It all starts at the Iowa State Fair. Well, kind of. Iowa voters are incredibly important to kickstarting the presidential nomination. A candidate only becomes a nominee by winning over the most delegates in the most state caucuses, primaries, or conventions. Each state is worth a certain number of delegates, generally based on state population and the party's total number of delegates. The first state caucus every election season is, you guessed it, Iowa. Hundreds of thousands of Iowans participate in the Iowa caucus. And that means candidates put extra time into connecting with those Iowa voters. The presidential candidates who organize best in Iowa,
and I want to thank the people of Iowa.
Looks to me like Iowa's ready for a new president.
Usually end up overperforming in the remaining state caucuses and primaries. So the Iowa State Fair has become a crucial spot for candidates to get recognized.
And welcome to the first day of the Iowa State Fair. Let me begin with a recommendation: pork chop on a stick.
But winning Iowa doesn't mean the race is over. The Iowa caucus is followed by the nation's first primary in New Hampshire. Why do those two lucky states get to go first? Partly just because Americans love tradition, and partly because those states fight tooth and nail to keep their order. And then there's South Carolina primaries and the Nevada caucuses. Starting the process with 4 smaller states with lower populations is intentional. Some say it allows candidates to start on a more equal footing, and it can avoid giving an advantage to the best funded candidate who may or may not be the best candidate. A major milestone occurs on Super Tuesday, when the most primaries and caucuses happen nationwide. On this day, candidates want to be sure to tap into the states that have huge delegate stashes. These smaller races continue through April and May of 2020. If the same candidates win multiple key states, you'll see other candidates feeling pressure to drop out. By June 2020, caucuses and primaries are wrapped up, and we hopefully have a much smaller pool of presidential candidates. Next summer, delegates will finally come together to nominate and confirm presidential nominees.